Hello and welcome to the I'm Just Here to Listen podcast. I'm your host, Juming Delmas, and today we have another Tallahassee native by the name of Luh Zi. I think I'm going to call him Luh Zi. Luh Zi. All right, I'll call him Luh Zi. All right, he just woke up. You know how it is. You know how it is when artists just getting up when we talking to these rappers. But this is going to be a real good episode. Luh Zi is going to talk to us a little bit about the music industry, his journey as a rapper, and where he currently sits now in the entertainment industry as he plows through these difficult times in the entertainment industry. So we'll see you guys on the show, and thank you guys for tuning in.
Let's get this straight. I want to tell you I'm strictly about my skill. 2 in the front, 3 in the back. We outside trying to kill. Switch to the
Luh Zi, Luh Zi.
What's up with it?
What's up? You just woke up?
Yeah, I just woke up about
Dang.
a couple minutes ago.
You've known about this podcast like a week ago.
Yeah. I know about this podcast. Yeah, I said about a week ago. He showed me, my manager actually showed me like a video of you talking. It was a video.
And that's all you saw?
Yeah, I seen that video. So I kind of
all right
about it.
So have you been smoking today at all, or
Have I been smoking today?
yeah, have you smoked today at all?
Probably.
What do you smoke typically?
Marijuana.
How often would you say you smoke marijuana?
When I say I smoke marijuana, you know how people smoke cigarette?
I don't. Please elaborate.
People might. Some people who own cigarettes bad, they might smoke cigarettes like frequently throughout the day. You can say you can kind of say I use marijuana like that, like frequently.
So on average, how many blunts would you say you smoke a day?
On average, I'd say it's like 5 backwoods coming to pack. So I used probably smoke about 4 or 5 of them. About 4 or 5 a day.
4 or 5 a day?
Yeah.
How do you sustain?
Right, I just keep moving forward. Like I don't know. I don't know.
Wait, hold on. Take me through this high level. So are you high every time you smoke the blunt, or do you have to smoke multiple blunts to get to the high level?
Nah, I'd be high every time I smoke, but it just I might go and eat some, or I might go and do some and roll up after this. You feel me? Like I'm actually about to roll up in a minute. You know what I'm saying?
Like right here on the podcast. Hey, that's fine. You want to roll up, you're more than welcome to roll up. You know, we are virtual, so it's not like it's blowing in my face. But I used to do. Would you believe me if I told you I smoke weed?
You smoke weed?
No. Would you believe if I told you I smoke weed now?
Probably.
You believe me?
Probably, yeah.
Why?
Everybody might. You look like you smoke the blunts that come prepped already.
What is that?
Like,
what does that mean?
Smoke shop blunts? They have a blunt already pre-rolled. You like you smoke pre-rolled blunt.
So why do I look like I smoke pre-rolled blunts?
I don't know. You just give me that vibe through the. You know what I'm saying? Like,
so is there a difference between the pre-rolled blunts and what is the other blunts called that's not pre-rolled?
Roll up. Like roll up.
Okay.
If you got the gas, you got the whatever you're gonna smoke, you gonna roll up.
The what is it? The gas?
Yeah, gas.
That's what is that
Yeah,
like?
Yes. Gas.
The gas is like blunt terms.
Yeah, marijuana.
So gas. So you have your pre-roll gas, and then you have your. Can we just call this fresh roll gas?
All right. So look, pre-roll, right? A pre-roll blunt is something that's already rolled up. Like you don't gotta roll it.
Right.
You can
it's already pre-done. Right.
Yeah. Like if you rolling up, that's your stuff. Like the smoke shop sell like pre-rolled stuff. You feel me? Like I was just saying, like if you do smoke, you like you type that'll smoke the pre-roll.
Because I don't look like I can roll a fresh blunt.
Nah, you don't look like you roll up every time. I don't know. You don't give me that vibe.
I used to smoke weed like a very long time ago.
Oh yeah, stop.
Started giving me headaches.
Well, okay. What kind of weed you smoke?
It was. Well, what do you mean?
What kind of
weed? Is there?
It's different grades. It's different grades too.
There's different grades of weed.
Oh yeah.
Please give us weed education. What are the different grades of weed, and what's the best weed to smoke?
The best weed to smoke is 41, grade A.
41.
Grade A level weed. That can be Kush. That could be runts, anything. Anything 41 is grade level A. You need that. Like,
What does
I
41
really
mean?
me to be honest, I really don't even know the real levels of weed, but I know 41 grade A, that's the best thing smoking. You know what I'm saying?
What makes 41 the best, and why is it called 41?
I don't know why it's called 41. I just know it's Kush, it's sticky. Like 41 is just the type. Like it's different branches under there. Like you might have bubble. You know, bubble is like OG. That's the regular. Then you might have exotic, Zaza. You know what I'm saying?
Zaza?
Yeah, Zaza. That's like 41. That's the hot stuff. Like that's the grade level A.
So how do you know if somebody's selling you 41? How do you
ain't gonna
know it's
lie,
like
Bubba is green grassery, and Zaza is sticky. Break up. Sometimes Zaza break up soft. You know what I'm saying? You can break it up soft. And the 41. I mean the Bubba is just straight green grass, hard green grass. Make you
so you're able to identify it from the texture of the weed. Is how you identify it.
I'll rip.
Interesting.
I'll rip.
So but that takes years of practicing weed smoking in order to identify.
Yeah, because you ain't really gonna tell. Because my grandma, she still smoke like bubble, like old Kush. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing wrong with that. That might still get her high, but that's not what I smoke.
So your grandmother smokes weed too?
Yeah, I ain't mean to put business out there, but like,
it's all right.
Yeah, it's like the weed she smoked. That's bub. You know.
What is it?
Bub. Bubba.
Bub?
Yeah. Bub. Yeah.
So is that grade? Is that 41 A grade weed?
Nah, that's just the regular OG.
OG. So I don't know what I was smoking at the time of the weed smoking days.
Yeah.
I just knew it was green, and they look like little balls a little bit.
Yeah. I don't know what year you was smoking around. You was smoking probably back in the day before I thought of one.
That's not. What you mean before you started? How old are you?
I'm 18.
Jesus. I was smoking weed back in 2005.
Oh yeah. So yeah, I don't really know about the weed back then, but my manager be telling me something about they used to have a strand back then called sour. I don't know. He said it was
sour.
Yeah, he said it was pressure. You feel me? I don't know though.
I mean, for me, I tried weed a little bit in my older days, and it just didn't work out for me. It gave me a headache. I got real dizzy.
Yeah.
Extremely dizzy.
Yeah.
And then, like weed slows down the brain cells just a little bit. Maybe that's why you sleep all the time.
No,
just be out of it.
I don't be sleep all the time. It's crazy because the times we interacted, I would sleep both of the time. Like that's crazy.
You mean you and I?
Yeah, like
we only interacted twice.
Exactly, and I was asleep the first time when I was outside. The first one, and I was just sleeping for minutes ago. So that's kind of like a bad rep, but
yeah. No, do you plan on being asleep after the podcast or
nah? Like I be having stuff to do. It be the time, like the time you catch me. Like I really ain't even meant to fall asleep that day. The first day, I was just I don't know.
You just fell asleep.
Yeah, I didn't.
So, do you think like weed smoking has to be a part of like the rap image?
I ain't gonna lie, like weed ain't got nothing to do with rap, in my opinion. Like that, it don't have to be a part of it. But like these people, they regular people. So like if I'm smoking weed before I blow up, I'm gonna continue smoking weed. That's just what I do. Like that's just something I like to do. Like I don't.
So you don't think it has nothing? Weed has nothing to do with like the rap imagery.
Nah, weed was out. Weed is weed. Weed is that's a drug. People rap people use it, and rap people, blow it up. That industry. When we get in, I don't know.
So I got a question there. Have you ever used weed in any of your music videos?
Yeah, I have.
Why?
So that's just I'm smoking in the moment. Like that's the moment I'm gonna smoke. Like we already in the action. You know what I'm saying? I need to roll up before I probably done rolled up before the camera even got rolling. You feel me? When the camera go on, that's just come on, let's do it.
But
It's
a camera,
me.
when shooting though, it takes multiple angles and multiple takes.
Yeah, and
So
I'm not gonna roll up every take, but it's gonna 9 times out of 10 when you go back and watch that video, it's gonna be a clip of me and us blowing down, blowing the house down.
Right. So you would agree that the blowing down it helps the rap image a little bit.
Yeah, it could because that's mainly what people see anyway. So it could.
Right. What do you think? Like, what do you think people think when they see like a rapper smoking weed in a music video?
They probably want to smoke weed, but my message is not to smoke weed.
Because I got this video that I was looking at. Of you.
Mm-hmm.
And it's funny because I just happened to pause it on this moment, but you just happen to have a blunt in your mouth, and here it is. Here, can you see this?
Oh yeah, troublesome. Yeah.
Is that your?
That's the good stuff. But that's the good.
But you can see this.
Yeah,
you can see the weed smoking is like a part of your image. I don't know how many times you smoked the blunt in this.
A blunt, I ain't gonna lie, it could help your image. Like you said, it could help your image because you can use it as a prop. You could just It's there, like it's there. This how I'm coming to you at this moment right here while you're watching the video. You're gonna get everything that you see. Like,
do you think it makes it more relatable to the audience?
Yeah, because they might be listening to my music, watching my video, smoking the blunt. Let's smoke.
Yeah.
You feel me? Ease the mind.
So it does. So in your mind, weed is used as a prop to help the image in like rap.
It could be.
Because I mean, how many people do you see in rap that just okay? So better yet, let me do this here. So I'm certain there's artists who smoke cigarettes.
Yeah.
Why don't they use cigarettes in their rap music?
And a lot, the rappers that I watch, the rappers that I watch, and I seen, and I observe. Sometimes they do actually have cigarettes in their video. Like,
what rap song you seen with cigarettes in it?
I seen a couple artists.
They underground?
Nah, they mainstream. I seen a couple. I've seen YoungBoy in a couple of his videos smoke cigarettes.
Cap.
I seen a couple artists like that's their life. That's what they doing.
But would you say that in most of their videos, do they primarily have more weed or more cigarettes?
More weed.
So what do you think in your mind? What do you think weed signifies in a music video?
You're a dope
smoking
artist.
a blunt signifies in a music.
You're a dope artist. That's my conclusion on that.
I get that. That was like a little mixture of a combination of dope and dope.
Because
so you're a dope artist.
You know what I'm saying?
So what if they like not good and they smoking weed? Does that still make them a dope artist?
I ain't gonna lie. If you not good and you smoking weed, you gotta find something to do if that's what you gonna be doing. Like,
but how do you tell somebody who's not good that they're not good?
I'm not saying you're not good. If the fans have to say that. I'm not saying that. I'm saying like if the fans feel like you're not good, but you smoking weed, if it even matter for real, go make you a strand of weed and put it out there for your fans, I guess.
But what? So the fans will dictate if a person is good.
Yeah, I guess.
So how would the fans dictate that? How many how many fans would it take to dictate if an artist is good or not?
I mean, that's a good question. I ain't gonna lie, that's a good question because it's like you can't really, but at the same time you can. Like, the fan. All right, so nowadays it'd be like artists. It'll say artists. Artists will announce a release date for a project or whatever, and the project ends up coming out, and the project don't sell as much as it was expected to sell. You could look at that and be like, "Oh, is he really? Is he really that? Is this artist really that?" Or you can just be like, "That don't got nothing to do with nothing. Them just numbers." You know what I'm saying? So it's really just a fan, an individual fan perspective if an artist good or not. You really can't say an artist trash or an artist. You really can't. You really can't differentiate for real.
I mean, I would beg to differ. There's people that I just don't think is good. Like,
I mean,
I will listen to something and I just I can't. I can't.
all right.
I can't
So
listen
in that
to it.
aspect, don't get me wrong. It is people that I say that I don't like, music that I don't like. But at the end of the day, somebody out there like that music. Like, somebody out there like that music.
So if okay, so then you're more like, as long as somebody likes the song, that makes you dope.
Yeah.
But what if like the majority don't like the song?
At this point, it's up to the artist what to do next. Like, if you keep putting out music and you see it's not, it's not doing what what you expected, you have options, you have choices, you have options before you get deep in. Like, maybe you can switch it up a little bit. Maybe you can go seek artistry. Maybe you can go, start something. But
Would
I don't really know.
followers and views make a difference in determining on if an artist is good or not?
It's not really that. But if they f with you, like, your shit gonna go up. Your shit gonna go up. So, like, it ain't really that, because like I say, an artist still could be good and people just don't f with them just off their situation. Like, I could be in a up situation and I can be hard as but just because I'm in this situation, I might not get as much love. I don't know. Fans pick and choose, so it's really like hard to pinpoint.
So you would agree then that as an artist, you make music based on your fans.
Oh yeah.
So so what type of music do you make?
What type of music do I make? I make, like, I would say, real music, authentic music. Like,
I don't know what that means. Like, you gotta let me know, like, genre.
In my music, I got different genres. Under the official genre, it'll fall under it is hip hop. But when I'm speaking to you on some real shit. Like, this was going on. I need a lot. I'm like, this was going on. You feel me? Like, that's how my music is. That's what type of music I make.
All right, is that like what you do solely full time?
What, music? Yeah.
So this is how you make a living. You make money strictly from music.
Oh no, I work.
You work where?
I work at my job.
What do you do?
I'm a floor tech.
At what company?
I don't want to drop the company.
Dang. Okay, floor tech for what type of company?
A healthcare center, like a nursing home.
Okay. Okay, so why not just quit that job and just go rapping full time?
I gotta make it make sense. If I quit my job today or tomorrow, I might be back out here, doing what I was doing stuff that I was doing.
Well,
that could.
What was you doing?
Other stuff that's not, of justice.
What stuff were you doing outside of your job?
Stuff. I'm just saying, I'm saying, like, it wouldn't be smart. It wouldn't be. If I was to quit my job, right, I gotta have a fallback plan, because at this point now that's being, like, unrealistic.
Like, what's unrealistic?
If I quit today, I don't know what's gonna happen tomorrow. Like,
What makes it unrealistic?
You need money. You need to generate money for music. Like you need money. Like if you gonna do it serious, like you need money. Like you can't.
Right.
Okay, if I got some flows of income and I'm putting these revenues back to my music, right? If I quit one, quit two, quit three, and just focus on rap, what am I doing? How is that revenue still coming in?
Right. So you would agree that doing something unrealistic doesn't make sense to move forward until it naturally makes sense.
Makes sense, right? Exactly.
Right. What if I told you that only 1 to 2% of rappers actually make it in the industry? Would that be considered unrealistic if rappers are still making music?
I mean, honestly, it wasn't though. It wasn't seem unrealistic.
So why do you think most black men in America are going into the rap world knowing that there's a very slim chance that they will make it in the rapping industry?
I mean, because everybody will see it but forget it's actually still a job. Like people will see it. This our life. I ain't gonna lie. Like the ghetto, the urban, like this is what we seen. Like this is what we seen growing up. Like this is what we seen growing up. So we want to be the one in that position, but some people still forget at the end of the day, this is a job. You still got to do it.
So you think that people get into the rap industry because of like their cultural bringing kind of thing?
Yeah, or they think it's easy. Just off how they brought up. It depends.
It's all about people go into an industry like the rap industry when there's a very small chance, needle in the haystack chance of actually making money into it because of their cultural upbringing. What would be like considered like? Is it like cultural upbringing? Like would it be like things that they see on TV? Was their dad a rapper?
Yeah,
was their mom a rapper?
It could be that. It could be various reasons like TV, real life, somebody, a relative. It could be various reasons, but it's a lot of people that started, but you don't see a lot of people finish. You don't see a lot of people actually go through. And be successful from it.
So when should a rapper, in your opinion, start making money? Like after how long should a rapper start making money after they've been in his career?
I mean, I really can't put no time on that because we all seen somebody make a song and drop it overnight and they ain't got no work before that. This the first song and they just go up off that. So I really can't tell you when they should start making money. I really can't really tell you that.
But if you had to give a number, people like if somebody making music and they just not making money on it, nothing like that, and when should they be like, all right, maybe we need to pivot to another direction? At what point should a person be pivot? Or you just think that they should just continue to make music forever until they die, even if they never make money on it?
I ain't gonna lie. It come upon the time where you gotta make a decision. That's what I
that's what I'm saying. What decision?
That's what I honestly believe. Now, depending on the individual, that's gonna give you a time frame. I can't give you a time frame on nobody else because the type of person I am, I'm gonna keep going until something pop. Like,
all right. So would you say that after 3 years, if you ain't making no money, should they continue?
That's too quick.
It's too short.
Yeah, that's too.
5 years.
Still quick.
10 years.
10 years, you might raise a little eyebrow. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
So you start raising an eyebrow after 10 years.
And you ain't making
if you haven't made money?
Yeah, it depends on it. And just because you ain't make money, what position are you in 10 years later? If you in that same position you was in 10 years ago, you gotta do more than raise an eyebrow at this moment right here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you feel me? Like you gotta do a little more than raise the eyebrow. But
so you think that up to 10 years, they should be reconsidered. So you talked about earlier unrealistic, right? So you said you don't fall in the vibe of unrealistic. It's unrealistic for you to just quit your job right now and try to go full blown not rapping.
Yeah.
So a person who's been rapping for 10 years, it will be unrealistic for them to continue if they haven't made money after 10 years.
If they haven't made money after 10 years, and if they not in a different position that they was in 10 years ago, if they're not in a better position, because you can be at the moment 10 years, you can be 10 years, you could be at the moment where you just finna start making money just because you in a different situation. You just got to keep working that situation. But if you was in the same position 10 years ago trying to figure out how to do this, how to do that, and you ain't made no money, because I ain't gonna lie, 10 years, you done spent some money now. 10 years, you done spent some money, you feel me? So that I feel like if you ain't made no money and you still in that same position or not in a better position, then you gotta reconsider.
I mean, but in today's age, would you agree that it's a lot easier to make music now than it was 10 years ago?
Yeah. I mean,
because you have social media.
Yeah.
Like when I was coming up making music, you had to like sell CDs.
Yeah. I remember the CDs and stuff.
Huh?
I remember the CDs and stuff.
Yeah, we had to go sell the CD individually to people. Yeah. Now you have like streaming. You still think that if a person isn't making money after 10 years and they have all this technology, social media asset.
Oh yeah, you definitely got to reconsider. Yeah,
right.
Especially nowadays, you got to reconsider.
So, all right. So with that, so now we have all these rappers. So let's just say you've been rapping for 10 years and you haven't made money. How long you been rapping?
That's not going to happen. But I've been rapping seriously for about
just in totality.
Oh, I've been rapping since like second grade.
Okay, but seriously, as a rapper, how long have you been rapping?
About 3 years.
Okay, so after a 10-year threshold, what happens next? If you're like, all right, I ain't making no money, then what?
You got to at least know something about the business, so you got to push that through somebody else.
No, just you.
Oh, me?
You as a person, yeah. Like say,
that's
in 10 years,
I can't. Okay, well, what I would do in that situation, I would go out and I would go, scouting, because I know something about the business now. Obviously,
you say you go do what?
I would go scouting, like scouting.
Scouting?
Yeah, scouting for artists.
What does that mean?
Go out,
how does that have to?
Go out and look for artists. Like,
how you gonna? What do you mean?
I probably would put mine to the side, put my career on hold, and go do something else in the business.
Oh, so you go scouting for people?
Yeah.
All right, so let's put this situation. Say 10 years later, you're like, all right, I can't do this. This ain't my thing. I haven't made any money on it. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go scout for rappers, and I'll help promote them. All right, so you find me as a rapper. I'm really good. I got 2 million followers. You come, you reach out to me. You're like, hey, I want to promote you as a manager. Blah 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 blah. I'm like, nah, I don't want to work with you because you ain't even do it as a rapper. How are you gonna do it for me as a rapper? What would you say to
that? What would I say to that? I mean,
what would you tell me?
I mean, if I actually see potential in you, and I actually got to feel that I can do something with you, I would fight. Like, but
I don't see potential in you. You see potential in me, but I don't see potential in you.
It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work.
So then, what type of rappers would you be looking for? So if you haven't made money in 10 years, how am I as a rapper going to trust that you're going to make me money if you couldn't do it in 10 years?
I ain't gonna lie. It's somebody out there that's going to trust me. Like,
well, there's plenty of people that trust you, but what if the people that trust you isn't like that good, but you like them, but they just can't garnish the...
I ain't gonna lie. I feel like you just got the bad stick of the drum. Like, you got bad luck right now. Like, I don't...
Well, no, it ain't bad luck.
At this point.
It ain't bad luck. It's just with rapping, there's a 1 to 2% chance that you will go mainstream. So it's not, and some people are really good. So what happens to the people who are really, really good at rapping, really, really good at singing, really, really good at performing, and they just never go mainstream?
I ain't gonna lie though. Like, if you want something, you can get it. Like, so I don't know. Like, I wouldn't know what to tell you for those people. Like, they like it come upon a time where like I say, you got to make a decision. You got to reevaluate. You got to evaluate the whole situation. Is it making sense for you? Like you got to ask yourself that. Is it really making sense? What are
But
you going
when
on?
should it start making sense? When should it when so here's what makes sense. So we know the statistics behind rapping and the actual growth and possibility of being a successful rapper is like a needle in the haystack.
Mhm.
So when we say make sense, that's the sense of it. We know coming into this business, even as actors, we know that coming into this business, there is a very minute chance of actually making an actual income on this business.
Right.
That's putting everything in a perspective. Like, okay, this is a very small chance. How do you pivot though? And how do you prep for people because you're talking about over 95% of people who go into the rapping industry actually never make it.
Sure.
How do you talk to the 95%, over 95% of people who don't make it? And how would you prep that? Thanks for tuning in to the episode of I'm Just Here to Listen podcast. Don't forget to like and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok for more updates. To catch the full episode, exclusive content, short films, and documentaries, subscribe to our Patreon by scanning the link in this video. We appreciate your support and see you on part 2.